Hey guys, welcome to our review of episodes 27 through 30 of My Hero Academia, Season 2. Oh wait, I don't know if I'm getting these numbers right. It'll be right in the description, or in the title. I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. With me today we have...
The Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
Guys, we are backed up, and...
we are back.
We're about to skip a bunch of episodes, or 2 episodes, and just go recent ones. We're going all recent. So we're going to start with Bizarre! Gran Torino appears. And this is our introduction to this universe's equivalent of Yoda. What do you guys think about this character?
The forgetfulness was kind of getting old, but he's old, so I mean...
I don't know. I feel like that was just his gimmick.
His gimmick, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was a thing he did, and sort of a jokey thing he likes to do. I'm attributing a lot of stuff that he does to, like, what Yoda does. You know how when he initially met Luke, he was just screwing around with his stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like it was just that. Because he knows when to be serious. He knows, like, when to take it. Yeah, so... obviously in these coming episodes that we're going to talk about. But yeah. I like his character. He's a lot of fun. I mean, just positive. Just like with most of the new characters, positive.
I like the way his interactions with Midoriya, mainly because I enjoy Midoriya's voice actor more than I probably should, because I like every time
How much should you enjoy his voice actor?
Yeah.
like
on a scale of 1 to a lot of
I'm
it.
sorry.
How much
with this I recently watched a terrible dubbing for Dimension W, and it was miserable garbage. And so, like, I don't know what it is, just hearing this quality, like, effort put into it. I was just like, refreshing, you know. And it's not even dialogue. It's just like, you know, how oftentimes Midoriya is just acting and freaking out and like making screaming noises. It's just,
I will say the dub is not bad.
The dub for this show?
Yeah. I've tried it out just to scrub through and see if I could grab, you know, screenshots for the episode. But yeah, it's pretty good.
I gotta say, I also enjoy the dub for this one now that I think about it, because Lita is performed by the same actor who does the main protagonist from Steins Gate. I don't know if anyone here watched the dub, but people who are listening to
definitely raise your hand.
People who are listening to this, I'm sure, might have, because that's one of the best dubs I've heard in anime.
Okay.
I don't know, but...
Hey, so... okay.
Hey, I had a point about that.
Yeah.
Okay, point it out.
Yeah, so, the thing about, the voice acting for this one in the dub, I feel like for the high moments, it doesn't feel as impactful because, like, I don't know, I guess in, like, Japanese, when they, like, scream it, the phonetics that they're using are actually, like, you can say it a little bit louder. When you're speaking in English, like, the words you're saying don't allow you to, like, scream it that loud, because it's kind of like, they're kind of like hushed syllables, or phonetics. So when I was, like, watching, like, a video and they, like, had clips of the dub, I was just like, of the, what is it, Midoriya versus Todoroki fight, I was like, wow, that he's not nearly as loud as he is.
They never reach the same, like, decibel as the Japanese dub. So with Midoriya, I really enjoy whoever's the voice actor for him doing a really solid job.
Right. Yeah, it is adequate. But, I mean...
we're talking about Gran Turismo, here nor there. Right? Sorry.
Yeah, Gran Turismo? Come on now.
Well, I want to somewhat switch gears to Midoriya's training, because I'm very happy with how they're able to keep his training and his learning fresh. Like, introduce new things that I didn't think of. Like, hey, like, you can't just turn your powers on and off. Everyone's just had their powers since they were born. So you've got to feel it all the time. It has to be on
Yeah.
all the time. I liked seeing coming at these powers from a new angle. Especially all the things that and I know Q Ranger does this. Shout out to our other dead show. I know Q Ranger does this where if something important to the plot happens or if some important revelation happens and it might have been their mentor's idea, he goes, I don't know, maybe it could have been. I'm kind of stupid, but Gran Torino, he placed these things here specifically so that he'd learn. He taught him how to microwave Taiyaki to teach him how to learn how to evenly distribute his powers. And it was all intentional. It shows, I don't know.
Really, was it really intentional?
I don't know if the microwaving part was intentional.
Are you sure?
Because that's legit all he eats. So.
But right when Midoriya got it, he got it. And then
Yeah.
You got me all turned around now. Gran Torino.
Sorry, like when I first heard it, it was like Gran Turismo. All right.
What is that? What is that from?
It's like a.
Oh, that's a game. That's a game. Yeah. So Gran Torino.
Oh,
Graham Cracker.
Too.
So, I think it was deliberate.
Okay.
And I feel like it leads to a stronger mentor figure. Because, like I said, with the Sholompo example, the Q Ranger mentor, it makes him feel a lot weaker if he's just like, I don't know. I'm just glad it happened that way.
Well, yeah, if it was just a mistake.
Friggin' lucky. Yeah, no, exactly. So I feel like if it's deliberate, and it's not too out of the realm of like I can see him somewhat orchestrating that.
All right.
You know? So I liked it.
Oh, I just felt it was a bit random, but like his quirks are kind of funny, not like his actual quirk, but you know. He's a funny little man.
Yeah, he's a good Yoda. I mean, like, I say that in the nicest way possible. Not to draw, like, not to say, oh, he's just ripping off Yoda, but it is nice to have a playful mentor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, he shares, like, a unique bond. Like, even though like, every protagonist has an old guy mentor, at least you can differentiate it, like, a bit. I mean, all old men have their antics, but this guy's kind of like... He's...
senile.
He's, Turismo.
He's just fun, man. He's just fun.
Yeah.
You know who else is fun? Friggin' Yoda.
Yeah, but, like, that whole thing just kind of, like, took up probably 1.5 episodes, right? They didn't really...
I don't know. Yeah. I think that had a good plot of time, and it wasn't too long, wasn't too short, in my opinion. I enjoyed the sort of little point where he got to, I guess, training montage type stuff, or learn a new ability for the main character type stuff, and then we also got to, like, you know, have some other shots of other characters that are also doing their training and getting
oh yeah, in,
so it
like,
was
universe,
good pacing.
taking up, like, a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, definitely I like the pacing. You're gonna hate me for asking this, but what the hell is plot of time mean? What the hell does plot of time mean?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Plot of time.
That is what Michael said to explain the situation. That was just bothering me throughout all of what he was saying.
Like
plot of time. The plot of time.
Plot of land. So plot being
the time allotted to this arc, or the.
Oh, I thought that was like your unique word for like a montage.
Anyways, moving on.
Just make sure it's not too mundane.
Shut up.
So, I absolutely love how Kirishima was paired up with his clone.
Oh, yeah.
Steel guy.
Oh, yeah, those guys.
That is legitimately the best.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
The little
man,
antics.
I love hitting those kids.
And friggin' Bakugo's new mentor.
That's great.
I can't wait to see what goes on there, because it looks like he's progressing into a new hero, like being able to learn
I loved
to actually be a hero.
the genus. I remember that's. I love what the genus said to him. I love that part where he's like, so far you haven't really shown anything besides, you've got skills, but nothing else from you resembles a hero whatsoever.
Right? Yeah. Like you have the flair, but you don't have the flair. I mean, like
substance.
you don't look like you're gonna save people.
Yeah.
When I see you, I'm not feeling safe. I don't feel secure with you around. I feel more in danger.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's clean you up. This dumb looking hairstyle.
I like
I
the
loved
haircut. Don't don't bash on it.
That was great.
Oh, what was her name? The one that has to expose herself to get her powers to work.
Is it Rizu or
Yo-Yo,
something
is that her name?
something? It has like a bunch of Y's in it. But
yeah,
it's the pretty one,
the
right?
one that got
Yayoi or something? I don't know.
Well, no, that's from
what?
Kyuryu.
Kyoryu Purple. Kyoryu Violet.
Her name's really hard to say.
Which power?
Yao Yorizu.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Momo.
Okay.
I don't like where her character's going, but I hope they make something good out of it. I'm just really, I don't want that to just go down.
I'm perfectly fine with the direction of her character, because, like, honestly, not every character has to be fully fleshed and developed super well, because
If she's gonna be fully
I knew you were gonna go there. I knew you were gonna go there. I already started laughing.
Oh, okay. But she's kind of like a really boring character that only works as
she has
like,
ambition. I want to see that ambition like go somewhere.
I feel like she's as skilled as in like, analytical slash I guess, what do you call it? Just being capable. I think
she's definitely capable.
She's probably one of the top people out there, but like I feel like she has had all of her chances like kind of
exactly.
There are
Snubbed.
none. Like she's been kind of like shafted, that's the word. She hasn't like
No, but like anytime she gets an opportunity to prove herself, especially in that fight against
Bird Dude.
Crow Dude. Absolutely snubbed. I really identify with how sort of dejected she felt. Like everything in her mind was sort of building up to this, and then suddenly it's over.
Yeah.
Suddenly it's all just taken away from you, and I really want to see all that ambition lead to something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to right now. Like, we've just finished that arc. It's not like it's been 400 manga chapters and she still hasn't done shit for the series.
I've seen female lead characters get
we
less.
all know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. I am inside this joke. I get it.
I was just gonna move past this so you don't have to suffer through that. I'm just continuing.
Here I am on the ground.
But after that tournament arc, it was kind of focused more towards Ida and his problems, and we we had that in the most recent episode. But because of that, we didn't need her to go through any,
I guess, but like this is gonna be something to kind of propel her forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like this is her first big step, and to have her be snubbed again just because she's, chosen just because she's pretty. That's bothersome.
I feel like
she
this
definitely has some good talent.
I
want her to prove herself.
That's what should happen, because she didn't really get to do anything. She didn't really show anything on the stage. So why would any of the other hero agencies kind of look at her and want to give her the internship, except for the one that she got?
Do a lot? Didn't she do a lot toward the beginning of the tournament? I feel like she was at least I mean, she made it all the way to the tournament arc.
Yeah.
Whoa, I just said the exact same thing. She made it all the way to the fighting part of the tournament.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's good. It's
No, the festival, but she made it to the tournament arc in the festival.
I feel like this is the point where we'd have Jordan step in and say, "Don't worry, she's gonna get more, in the future. Just
I don't
relax."
believe that. I honestly don't.
I
As far as they are, I don't know. She's so tertiary of a character that I don't know how much focus she'll eventually get. I'm hoping for more, but I'm not expecting it.
Yeah. But at least, like, while Deku's getting his kind of training arc, we did get glimpses at everyone else. That's kind of like a rare thing to see.
Yeah, Minita and Mount Lady. That was a thing that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that he's just doing housework.
I mean, I guess he's glad too, in a way, sort of. Not really.
No, he's not.
That was funny.
So the biggest thing, I guess, was Shoto and his father.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the other ones, yeah. That was pretty cool. And
the way you explained it, though, let's see why this guy's in second place. I mean, okay, that's the
it's
way
like
I,
not meant to be that.
The way I
though.
said it is not.
Yeah, that's not what he meant. He's like,
out of all of the internships, that is probably the highest you could get.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously All Might's not doing an internship.
Yeah. So.
Because he can't sustain himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To do an entire, yeah. So
that's definitely the most like side character development we've gotten, and it's
right.
Even it's. I love how somehow, and I wasn't expecting it either, the Todoroki stuff and the Lita stuff kind of.
It's Ida. There's no L in there.
It's Ida. All right.
Yeah.
It kind of meshed together. So we got to see Todoroki come with his internship, which I was not expecting at all, and then the Lita or Ida arc kind of converge.
I mean, like having them sort of juxtaposed with each other.
Well, honestly, I never expected Todoroki to like interact with Ida. I never expected that, really.
But I mean, we'll get more into it later. But I feel like Todoroki, ever since he reconciled with his mom, which lovely scene.
That was great.
I've started to like his character more, especially since, like, I mean, it is just lip service, but he does call them friends.
Yeah.
He does call all the people in his class friends, and that, for some reason, that means quite a lot.
Yeah, it kind of separates him from, like, the other super edgy characters we tend to get. Like, he
Right,
still
yeah.
considers everyone in his class, classmates. It's not like he just goes off and just becomes
he's
his own thing.
He's not the Bakugo.
Well,
Bakugo.
Bakugo is like a nutcase, so we can
Yeah.
put in the same standards here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think after the tournament arc, Todoroki kind of was on a journey to kind of discover himself as a hero, and then as we like shift over to Ida, he's kind of losing his path as a hero. So like they're both kind of like not struggling for Todoroki, but they're both like on a little journey to find their identity as a hero, and like Ida's kind of stumbling for a bit, and Todoroki's on a little rise, and that's kind of how
I just
made it a little bit interesting when they kind of interacted. Because like, oh, the main character doesn't have to do everything all the time. He's like the perfect person for the situation, and I just love that.
Yeah, that was great.
It's actually, yeah, you're right. It's actually kind of great just to be able to, for a show, to sideline your main character to make sure that they're trained, to kind of give that sense of passing of time, give you the idea that he's making slow progress, but still meaningful progress.
It's real meaningful. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, and it makes it all the more impactful that you're having it kind of interspliced with the two other sort of leads of this arc, because it helps serve for the passing of time, and when they all finally come together, you can see really the fruits of their labor, like everyone's labor, and what's really brought them to this point. And it, because since they've been away for so long, you get to see this change. You know what I mean? From the beginning of this sort of arc, this like internship arc, to now toward the middle, we see how much Midoriya has grown, and I feel like that is very well serviced by the pacing and by juxtaposing each of those stories.
Personally, I don't feel like Midoriya has really grown too much in this arc, besides in his use of abilities.
That's about it. Yeah.
It's been like 2 days though, right?
It feels like it hasn't been that long, but I'm sure maybe it has. I don't know, because they were about to go on a trip, because he had already, I've already taught you what you can here, so now you need to like take it out into the field. That was what Gran Turismo was telling me.
You gotta stop that. I'm going to screw up so many times.
Gran Torino was telling Midori, was like, let's take your skills to the actual like real life, real world.
Don't worry, we're not gonna go to any like main villains or anything. We'll start you small, and then immediately a main villain happens.
I absolutely love what the author did with this, because I was not expecting us to be this deep into like an action point where characters' lives would be at stake again. Like, after the tournament and all that, it was like, wow, that was an intense kind of emotional battle between Midoriya and Todoroki, and I'm sure we'll probably the rest of this arc is gonna just be like, growing montage, and then we're gonna probably at the end of it see something happen. We got it like spliced right in the middle, because we're going deep with the Ida story, and he just like, I love how it kind of like started right as soon as the tournament was ending. We didn't expect it to get this far as soon as it did. Like, Ida just went ham. He went straight in for it, and like the way it kind of all collides, I would have never expected us to be on this kind of like emotional point where characters are about to get killed, and like we're hitting high stakes and amazing battles going on like this soon after the tournament.
Calm down, dude. For this entire arc, I don't feel there's any high stakes, even though we have a serial killer in this arc. I didn't feel like he's gonna kill anybody of importance.
But what if he killed the native? What if...
I don't even know if that dude has a name at the moment. So
no, the native.
It's the native.
That was his
name.
name.
That was his name.
Yeah, the native.
Well, congrats. Your racism paid off.
It's Japan. I'm sure it's
not
fine
racism. They're
no. It's weird, right?
It's honoring.
He calls him. They called it no. Yeah, just like all the Indian costumes you see during Halloween. That's honoring.
All right, so the thing I was like really surprised about, like going with Michael's point, was we kind of resolve Ida's conflict in the immediate arc. I mean, usually like when characters have this whole grudge thing, we kind of stall it out and just have like all that like evil just kind of like build up, and then it explodes and something bad happens. But here it's just, oh, my brother died in that city, so I'm just gonna go intern there. It's like the logical step. It's real, like,
it happened fast.
It's real simple, but it's like, it's kind of like effective. It's kind of like more concise storytelling.
Yeah.
See, I think like thematically it really works for his character. He likes to go, I mean, he's a speed guy, right? And he is probably one of the smartest of the bunch. So positioning himself in this way, like he wanted immediate satisfaction.
Yeah, and revenge.
And the fact that he got there so quick, I think thematically, like getting there as quick as we did, it really works with Ida's character.
Okay.
Just like I said, by virtue of
even if he didn't have the
powers,
speed motif,
his...
even if he didn't have the
no,
speed
no,
motif, I
like
would
it's
still...
his determination, his motivation to get him there that quickly, like, because he succeeds at a lot of things.
He's a very straightforward guy.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense that he accomplished this goal as quick as he did. Like, he excels.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Okay.
And I feel like that really translated with the speed of this arc. And that speed ultimately was his downfall. He wasn't ready. So maybe this is just a lesson of patience for him.
Even beyond that, I think we were hearing even the guy who he decided to do the internship was like, you didn't do this internship just so that you could get revenge, right? Because, you know, that would be wrong and against everything a hero stands for, and actually illegal, and you would no longer be able to be a hero if you used your powers for anything of selfish reasoning. So I think that part was the bigger focus on, it wasn't, oh, he's not ready to fight this evil, it's, you shouldn't have tried to fight this evil on your own for your own selfish purposes.
Well, I mean, like, ready in the sense that, like, he hasn't made it to where he wants to be as a hero, especially in order to take him down. But he's so hard-headed, and he wants to be there. He wants to be at the finish line, which would be to be able to take the name in Genium.
Yeah.
He was so ready to be there mentally. He just didn't realize he wasn't there.
Okay.
And this was like that wake-up call. What bothered me, though, was at the beginning of this arc, Midoriya narrates over it, and he's like, this is the moment. Like, when Ida leaves, this is the moment that I will regret for the rest of my life or something. Like, something so heavy like that. I was expecting more consequences, and there very well could be some consequences
I forgot
later.
About that.
Yeah, but I don't feel like right now the consequences are there yet. Honestly, and I know, Michael, you disagree with this, but before this latest episode, I feel like they could have taken Ida's story in either one of two ways. Either they do this nice, clean redemption thing that I really wanted to happen, or they could somehow make him into a villain.
That would make no sense.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, at least, like, have Stain sort of twist his ideals. I mean, like, you saw Ida give in to what Stain? Which one? Stain? Yeah. Give in to what he was saying. And then Todoroki's like, yo, dude, this guy's crazy. No! I understand.
No, I did see that, like, obviously the guy was crazy, but there were some aspects of truth that he was pulling from it. It's like, I'm not the hero I want to be. He's right about that, but that doesn't mean I should give up. That was the thing he was getting at.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I definitely wanted a cleaner sort of thing like that. But I'm thinking maybe, either he kind of becomes this villain, or at least crosses the line and becomes sort of an anti-hero. I don't know.
I can't see the straight-up villain thing happening, but I can see that this conflict coming back later and conflicting him in the future. I will say, though, something that, like, really, I don't know if I want, like, it didn't bother me, like, oh, is this a bad writing or something. It bothered me, like, dang, that's kind of dark to think about. Ida was going to die. He was going, if Midoriya didn't, jump in, he was going to kill Ida, like, with the sword. And his dying words were literally, I'm going to have my revenge and kill you. to think that like he was that far gone at one point that in his dying words he had no regrets or remorse about that revenge ideal, and that like of course it's amazing, it's great that like Todoroki and Midoriya were able to kind of bring him back from the brink, but he was completely gone. Like he
No, but see that's 100% why I thought that hey, maybe they could take this in that direction. He is pretty far gone. He now sees the lengths that he'll go to. All he needs is someone to show him, hey, that's how far you went.
You know, like
I'm gonna spare you.
There's some interesting
but
ways.
This is how far you went. You're basically done for, in terms of just be able to talk him into spiraling depression, and turn him in and twist him into something he isn't.
There's some interesting ways that they could take the character, and it's not something I would expect them to really go too far with, but it would be interesting if they did.
Yeah. So shall we talk about, I guess, the big fight?
We kind of
because a lot of elements sort of collided.
Yeah.
In that moment.
Yeah.
Or not moment. Apparently it was 10 minutes.
One pet
like
peeve
Midoriya at the end, he was like, "Hey, the fight was 10 minutes, but it felt like forever. So we decided in our anime to make it 3 whole episodes just for you. It was 10 minutes."
Yeah, they
but
think
we
a lot.
definitely stretched it to 3. Huh?
They have a lot of internal monologues. One thing that really peeved me in this
Oh, it didn't. I just thought
this
it was
whole
funny.
like fight is that it made me realize that Ida's power is kind of boring and is just super redundant with Deku's power. So he has like
but like
his
Deku's
power kind of makes
is...
him like easy to write off, or just kind of like just kind of stunt his character development. It's not like, oh, I'm faster now, that's my power up. I mean, Deku's probably gonna get faster too, and he has super strength, and he's just
well, I mean,
like there'll be like no like value to have him as a fighter and like later arcs, in my opinion, if Deku's still around. So either they're gonna nerf Deku, which we know that they're probably not gonna do until like much later.
He's only gonna get stronger.
Yeah,
I don't think
that is the point of this show.
Yeah, so like when throughout this entire fight, it's just they were doing the same exact things, except Ida had like bigger white lines. Midoriya had his own special effect, and just kind of made me feel bad for Ida.
Well, it's like, I mean, he's also super strong, so that totally takes out those guys who can like become stronger with their quirks, the metal guy and the redhead. So I mean, of course the main character is going to be able to excel even better than some of the side characters in any given area. I don't think that devalues the character entirely. Midoriya is not going to be there for everything. He's not going to be able to help for everything.
Also, keep in mind, Midoriya has all for one. This is the power to end all powers, unless you're like Todoroki or something. But it's supposed to be the superpower. He's supposed to be the Superman.
There you go, yeah.
Of this. I mean,
I don't know, but like
he can't be beat out by a side character, or at least even sort of match him, because that is the power.
I could see like Ida being able to keep up with him in speed at some point, but like physical strength, probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. It just like it kind of took away some of the excitement value, I guess, out of this, because he didn't really bring much to the fight. At least he brought something, to the emotional aspect of it. I think we should just like focus on that for a little bit more. And I think we kind of like skipped over Stain a little bit in his motivations and this whole
you're right.
Not stupid. This whole mess of
Mr. Itchy and his
Namu's
friends.
Nomu's.
Yeah. Does that stand for anything? What's that about?
I don't know. What?
Is there a reference in there or something? I feel like there's some sort of like hidden meaning behind that name.
I couldn't tell you, man. But
Okay.
It's it's interesting because I like how, in a way, even the villain character is getting a training session, because when the villain was like, I hate this Stein guy, I don't want to see him win, so give me the Namus. How many have you developed? And he's like, I've developed 6, but you know what? You can have 3. Let this be a learning experience for you. It's like, okay, so he's gonna get to learn something here and there too, even though he didn't directly fight. I guess in some, twisted villainous way, he gets to learn his lesson about.
Yeah. Yo, also, how do they not have a healer in their party? Are healers just mainly good guys, and they can never really coax any of the healers onto their side?
Because he's
Is that what it
injured,
is?
like, or something. He's like, I'm not gonna go fight. I'm injured. From that part.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I still need to heal.
No, and he's like, and we don't even have a healer in our party.
That's funny.
I'm 100% sure he said that.
He did, probably.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
okay.
all the villain healers are just like witch doctors, and they're just like, oh, your cut is fixed, but you're cursed for life.
What?
I don't know. Like, when you think of like a healer on like the evil side, they're either kidnapped, but they're just,
But yeah,
they have
let's
side
talk
effects.
about their ideologies between Stain and
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is all you. I wasn't paying too much attention.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Alex, you recall anything from it?
From what?
The Stain and the face hand guy ideologies that there was like a whole good, I don't know, scene about that. I can't remember how many minutes it was, but
I honestly could not follow.
Yeah, they were-
it
they were
too- yeah, like,
talking
I remember
yeah.
like that bar scene. Right?
yeah.
Uh,
You don't remember?
I just
I
know that
like
like
I understand. Oh, go for it.
Let me try and jog.
Like I
some-
know Stain's motivation. That was all about like I want to make sure that heroes are here. Like the quote unquote heroes are so saturated with people that aren't real heroes. They're only in it for the money and glory. I want to weed them all out, or only in it for themselves, for their own vendetta. I want to weed them out until only the best.
well, not
remain,
just like
and
the
that would be-
best.
It
He
wasn't
wants,
just-
like
or,
honest
yeah.
heroes.
It wasn't just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it wasn't just to kill out the heroes. He was also like unsatisfied with the
Yeah.
way it works, the system.
Right.
He wanted
Yeah.
the system to be gone too.
Hey man, the system is tearing us down. We gotta stomp it out.
Yeah, actually, I feel like
Man.
the whole hero system isn't kind of like that's not what's really bugging him. It's more about like the hero ideology. A lot of them
Yeah,
are just
man, it's the man. The really
like, fuck up.
Yeah.
You're disrupting my thoughts.
Continue.
yeah.
You're getting into my system. Shutting it down.
I
feel like
my dialogue.
because like the first victim we really see is like him killing Ida's brother, right? And
Wait,
from what we
He's still
Did he-
alive. He's just
Yeah,
paralyzed
okay.
from the
or,
waist
yeah,
down.
All
like
right.
what or
thank goodness. I thought I missed something.
No.
or the first person he
Okay.
attacked was Ida's brother, and from the sources we've had, mostly his brother, he seems like a real great guy. He's always trying to help people,
Yeah.
doing the right thing. So like, why would he go after someone like that? It seems like
Yeah.
I don't think he singled him out. I think Ingenium came across him, if I recall. He kind of was stumbled upon because he was killing other heroes.
Well, I mean, no. 'Cause he didn't.
Right?
You're right. He didn't single him out, but he found a way to kind of modify or not modify, but kind of lump him into his ideology because
Yeah.
Ingenium is kind of like a lineage,
Mhm.
right? He's had the father and the grandfather before him. I was a Jedi like my father before me. So it's sort of that like
I don't even think that's.
I guess the family sort of business, and to keep that running, he might have like lumped that idea into, because that is somewhat selfish, just being a hero because it is in the family.
I don't know if Stain even knew that, and if he had thought that through. Like, I don't think he even knew that was Ingenium's thing. I think he was
unless Ingenium's actually evil.
I think no, Ingenium isn't actually evil. I think Stain is a mental case, and so there's parts of his logic that aren't making complete sense. So we can't completely just say, oh, he's doing this to this person for this reason, because even when he was saying, oh, whoever the honest heroes are, well, he chose not to kill Midoriya at first because he just happened to be really strong and insightful or whatever, so he wasn't going to kill him, and that was his idea of an honest hero. And then he was going to kill Ida, and that native guy probably didn't have a revenge vendetta. He probably was an honest guy, just like Ingenium. It didn't really matter. He was just there to kind of kill people and then put it like towards his own justification to like take out the system as a whole. Maybe not like care about each individual hero's like ideals.
But why end up making an example out of Ingenium to begin with?
Well, he wasn't...
Was it just because... I mean, like, sure, he did sort of run into him, but he could have just chosen not to do that.
He's got the pattern
like, make
thing.
a statement with the right hero, you know?
He's got a pattern thing going on, too, where he's, like, leaves one of them alive, but barely, so that more heroes will come, and then he can kill them, too. Right. So I don't think it was...
dead men tell no tale.
I don't think it was specifically... It had anything to do with...
Yeah, that actually... That's a good enough reason for me, to be honest.
What?
He... Like, sometimes just leaves one of them just so they can attract more heroes.
Yeah. Wait, no. But why?
It was stated.
If he has this ideology, right? I feel like he'd know who or what. You know what? Actually,
well, Ingenium's also pretty famous as well. Cause...
No. But I mean, now that I think about it, he only like anyone that isn't All Might, I think in his mind, is not a real hero. Just for some reason, if you're not All Might, that's it.
Yeah, because he wasn't even acknowledging the Blaze dude. He was like...
Right.
Did he even meet him?
Yeah, at the very end. He was shouting, I want... the only one who can stand against me is All Might. And then he is unconscious.
You know, I'm very confused as to should we skip to the I know there's more in between, but I'm very confused about how he just sort of conked out at the end.
I don't want to skip it.
Do we want to okay, what else is there to talk about before
to touch a little bit on the
Ooh, touch it. Oh, touch it for me.
They're little kids, dude.
He scratched his neck enough. I think we don't want to like.
Ooh, but I want you to touch
festering wound. Hey, stop scratching that. Like, we don't want to continue itching that festering wound. I don't know, but no, for the hand guy, I can't even remember his villainous name, whatever it is. But the whole debate that they were having in the bar.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like, the only thing that kind of changed Stain's opinion of the guy was that he seemed to harbor that hatred for All Might, and it came out when he was like when the Stain guy stabbed him in the arm, and he's or in the like shoulder, and in the I don't remember what triggered him to like go off.
No, it was because he was like, oh, so you do have a motivation. You're not just doing it because.
Yeah.
You have a clear motivation, and you are passionate about it.
The only thing is, though, now we see that there might be a correlation to the fact that both of them hate All Might with the burning passion, because look at what he says at the very end. Like, Stain, when he conks out, he's like, the only hero who can stand before me or face me is All Might.
No, see, I don't think he hates him. I think he likes him a lot.
Okay.
He only wants to be taken down by the best hero. in his mind, that is the highest compliment he could get.
Okay, well maybe he.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean though. There's like a reverence for that hero and only that hero. Everyone else.
And what Facepalm has is not really any sort of like.
Yeah, his original motivation
he doesn't,
at first was just this kind of like vague. I just want to like kill everyone, and it didn't make sense type motivation. That's what I guess Stain had against him was there wasn't.
I feel like he's just.
Yeah,
I feel like he's just like this really bratty kid that had this power.
Yeah,
and he's like, hey, I'm just gonna be a dick as long as I can be because my powers are. I mean, it's Bakugo, but with a more dangerous power. If I don't know, maybe not that.
Worse than Bakugo.
Yeah, definitely not that. But like in the sense that if left unchecked, his power is too dangerous. I mean, as we can see, to be not held back. I
have no idea what you were.
I'm not sure what you meant by that sentence.
So like, he's so strong that no one really says no, and the fact that someone is now saying no, it's like he's finally learning what sort of what is restraint, what is and that must mean there's someone either way more powerful than he is, or just some sort of very smart orchestrator.
Well, he even has that like guy in the shadows over the intercom who he.
That's what I mean.
To, yeah.
He's the one commanding to him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was a small scene earlier on where one of the commissioners or something goes to see All Might, and he's like, "Hey, man, just want to let you know." This guy, and then All Might's like, that guy, and then we cut away.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was that. It was.
It was Stain. Yeah,
it was Stain. Are we talking about how when the commissioner comes in and is like, hey, we captured that Namu guy or whatever, and it turns out there might be another user out there who can pass on his quirk. Because
it's like
transfer them, right?
Yeah,
we've distilled our information down to a likely suspect. This guy, that guy. Yeah. So,
or at least alluding.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like they could definitely do a fake, but I think the obvious answer here is Facepalm.
I don't think it's Facepalm.
No,
I think
not,
it's Facepalm. It's Facepalm's boss, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he gets the Nomus from someone. He's not really making it himself.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But like the way that they traced it was because they were given different powers.
Yep.
Right. So yeah. I guess that guy isn't the guy that transfers powers over to another person.
Yeah.
He does make the Nomus. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Okay. Great. What else is left to talk about? The fight was great. The fight was beautiful. Seeing Gran Torino. Yeah, okay, good. I said it right. Seeing Gran Torino in action, that was cool. No one really knows who he is, so I don't really know how he's connected to the universe at all. All I know is, like, he was part of UA as a teacher for 1 year, but that's it. So how is this guy so wise and so powerful that no one really sort of knows? How did he get so much notoriety, I guess?
He's extremely fast, so he's just saved the day and just nobody knows who did it.
Right, but by way of All Might, right? How did who came to who? Did Torino go to All Might, or did All Might go to him? Because I feel like when they did the internship, All Might went to him, or at least like Torino trained him outside of the
recall,
internship. I don't.
I think Torino was he once a user of One for All? I thought that No.
Why would he have more?
He's friends with a person.
That?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure.
You know, he knows the guy.
He was that's right. He was All Might's teacher before.
Yeah.
the last possessor of One for All had some incident or accident or something.
Right. Oh, and also we had that the mystery of who used to be
Yeah.
All Might's dude, or the
Predecessor.
his predecessor, juxtaposed with All Might learning about, who might be behind all this.
Mhm.
Do you think there's a connection there, or at least not necessarily that they're the same person, but maybe he's the guy that took him down? Maybe,
This is all speculation that we can't really say much about because we literally know nothing.
It is, but the scenes were put so close together that I feel like there's some sort of correlation.
Yeah.
Right. Then again, I don't
even think we'll find out about any more information about it until like maybe the last episode. They might tease something for this season, but
who knows? We've been going pretty quick.
that's true.
Yeah.
Then again, these guys feel like the mainstay sort of villains.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really set up anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're kind of like too OP for the students to handle right now, so we're just gonna have to like dick around until they get around that power level, and then we can get to actual plot.
I mean, so far they've been doing a real good job of keeping us entertained.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like good stuff.
So I feel like now's a good time. How did the Stain guy defeat himself? Was there just a punctured rib and he knocked out?
Yeah, after he was like screaming and stuff and getting up and doing all that, he just killed himself.
He's...
You know what would have been funny? If like he accidentally cut himself and then he licked his own blood?
Yeah.
That would have been
That's
funny.
kind of what I thought was...
I was like, it punctured
like,
his thing, and then he started tasting his own blood from the... No?
That's what I was literally thinking that's what happened at first.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a punctured...
Oh, fuck, I bit my toe!
Yeah. Yeah, like...
Yeah, but like, I feel like, it's like a bee sting, right? You either know or you don't know if you're allergic or not.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, if that was the case, it clearly isn't how he can maybe lick his own blood and stop moving. I feel like it's the same case in the sense that like it's either like the only way to test it is to get stung.
Oh.
So I wonder if there was ever a point where he tried it.
His blood before, because that's just something that naturally happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that really matters whatsoever.
How do we feel about his powers being blood type specific?
That was stupid.
Yeah.
They just like wanted logical explanations for
why certain characters could move at certain points for the sake of tension. And
I liked one of the other explanations better. I forget which one. Just not that one.
I mean, like, there's nothing bad with the whole, like, it being different from blood types, because he technically does have to consume them, and they are, like, different.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought it was cool. I didn't think it was... I mean,
why would you think that's cool?
Well, the thing... I thought it was cool that
it'd be cool to, like, other blood types and have it...
They were putting that much thought into it, even though the power itself really makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's like...
I mean, like, it's somewhat like how... And forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's like it goes A, B, and then A, B, and then O, and then the universal donor is O. If that... Right?
Yeah.
Okay, if that one's the better one, and they sort of had that better one, you know what I mean? So that just compounds on how good that type is.
Okay.
I think Midoriya had like O or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a real weird way to give Japanese fans that information. Because I don't know why, but they're all about that blood type stuff.
Well, this
like horoscopes.
Deku specifically, since he's like supposed to be like the true hero. Like he has type O blood, which means he can give his blood to anybody and save their life.
Yeah, no, I get it, but
that whole thing going for it.
I thought it'd be a little cooler if he had like the worst blood type, because his body wasn't made for this power. He forced it into place, and he is the best hero despite that.
Filthy. Oh man.
But
I believe in Midoriya to do all that jazz.
I really did like the brief moments we had with
Underwear.
Endeavor. Endeavor.
Oh.
Really.
Sorry.
Really.
Sorry. I mean, come on. Even Corey was thinking it.
Yeah, you're both like
Yeah.
trying to throw that one out. With Endeavor, because the way he just incinerated that one Namu.
Oh yeah, I love how like at the end the other heroes are like, "Oh, Slane took him down without hesitation," but did you not see what Endeavor did?
Yeah.
He grabbed the thing's head and incinerated it.
It's like,
No
you
hesitation.
can't regenerate now. Like,
Yeah,
that was the
something
best.
carbonized.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even consider if it like it was like human or not. Just like
Yeah.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Well, I mean, like, no, because, like, Nomu, he probably has the information about Nomu so far, and since this is somewhat of a similar case.
Even thinking
wouldn't
back,
really have to-
technically, his first shot on one of them was a warning flame, and he's like, "Oh,
That's
usually they're
true.
unconscious after
Okay,
the warning
yeah.
fire." It's like, so now he kind of just he just upped the ante. I loved how the flames went blue, and it's just like, yeah, he's toast.
I kind of want to go through the mini roller coaster that my mind went through when the bird Nomu was coming in. So I saw him coming in, and I was like, "Oh no, someone's gonna get taken, and then we're gonna be left with a dumb cliffhanger." And then he takes Midoriya, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, we're gonna get a dumb cliffhanger, but not as dumb." And then Stain kills him, and I'm like, "Oh, great! Now we have another dumb cliffhanger, but now Stain has him." Oh wait,
Yeah.
Stain's moving. It's not doing that, and then he stopped himself. There's no dumb cliffhanger. We're gonna we're at our climax. We're just gonna steadily go down and relax. I'm fine with that. I hate how shows.
It was such a weird way to end it for me. I was just like, "Whoa, okay, so we're gonna end it with Midoriya being kidnapped now. All right, okay."
No.
And then no, he's out.
Like when it was up in the air in my mind for that split
Yeah.
second, who was gonna get kidnapped? When it was Midoriya, I was like, "Oh, they're fine. Oh, this is just okay because it's Midoriya."
Because he's a main character. He's not good.
Yeah, and there's not gonna be as much tension.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be as like stressed out over it. If it was like anyone else,
Yeah.
that would have sucked. But then what? I hate it when shows just sort of keep leading into the next episode one after the other. Like, I get tired of these dumb run-on sentences. I want a period now and then. Maybe once a month.
Whoa.
I was like, dude, really?
No, but like, I don't want to keep like having.
I understand.
Something can be said for longer
I
narrative.
understand the pain.
Sure, I'm fine with that, but I don't want to just not stop. I want some downtime.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. And that's
Yeah.
kind of, we just literally left off without anything else. It was just Midoriya
Right, yeah.
saying, "Yeah, the battle lasted 10 minutes." And, well, no, that was even before that. He's just like, "Yeah, apparently his rib broke into his lung, and yeah."
That was weird, but I was just thankful that we weren't gonna have another lead.
It was a really good episode, though.
It was, yeah.
Overall,
It was
that
great.
was fantastic.
So how is it that we're getting this level of animation week to week?
Because it's gonna end soon.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, it also was really popular with its first season, and then we got 24 episodes for this segment.
Yeah.
And that's just me a fixed one. And this one, these episodes also had like a lot of downtime. Like there wasn't a lot of action in the episodes, to be honest. They just used special effects for when they're like talking to each other.
They do it a whole lot better than Reigns does, man.
For what?
For budget saving
Well, that's because like that's a 100 and something episode, and this is 24. But for this one, they also kind of shafted Todoroki's budget because his stuff was looking like paper.
Are you sure? Because like, I love how
great.
like he's like, hey, I want to see you dodge this, and he starts putting out all this ice stuff. I thought that was cool.
It was solid.
But also, why are you leaving gaps if you don't want him to dodge it?
Yeah, like that's another thing. Like it didn't look like Todoroki was trying. Like you could just like block up the entire alley with ice if you wanted to.
Well, no. The thing is, like, he has to have some restraint. There are people, people that could get hurt.
Yeah, he's in close quarters.
If he just,
he's also injured. Like, so. And I don't think he wants to like overexert himself with one attack, and just in case like it.
Yeah, and then be left open.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, he is a self-perpetuating machine, which is so weird. If he gets too hot on one side, just cool it down with the other.
Yeah.
If he gets too cool on that side, just heat up, and then you're fine.
Yeah, it's not like he runs out of chakra or anything. He's fine.
Yeah, I don't.
But
hey guys, I think that's let's talk about as our final topic, new opening, new ending. Where do we stand?
Should I go last? I don't know. I
don't know.
Too late. I'm already talking.
Go last?
I'm already talking. I absolutely love the new opening. It hits the melancholy vibes I really love in some J-pop, J-rock music.
I miss All Night Hoppin', honestly.
Honestly, for me, opening is not punchy enough. Visuals are there. They're always there.
Of course it's not punchy enough. Like, this is supposed to be a depressing arc. It just happened to be that there was no consequences.
Hey, but I like having... I like being hyped up for an episode. This does not hype me up nearly enough. And I feel like, yeah, you're right. It is because of this arc. This is a very... after the tournament arc, there was a pretty big tonal shift.
Yep.
I get it, but also... I want punchy. I really want punchy.
Well,
that's what I want.
This really does it for me. Like, I get the like chills whenever I hear certain parts of this song, and I'm probably gonna end up getting the full version whenever I find a way to get that, because it hits the right spots for me, and it does match tonally, so that helps a lot. And visuals, like you said, they're always seeming to be there in the opening, so it's
like I'm not begrudging. Yeah. For me, it's the selection. The music selection. Okay. I liked I don't know, for hero stuff I like punchy.
Yeah, well, for this arc it was supposed to be, if they had a punchy opening, I honestly wouldn't like it. Like, I'd like the song, but I don't think the opening itself would work if it was like upbeat.
Oh no, like, if you switch out, like, this music is, the music and the visuals are so intertwined that switching it out would not lead to anything that you like. You know, it wouldn't lead to anything succinct. I'm just saying, like, visually it's great, but I'm not there with the audios.
It's okay.
The audio. It's not that it doesn't fit; it's that it's not what I'm looking for.
That's just personal preference stuff. I'm sure, like, after this arc or season, like, or whenever we get another season in the future, they'll probably bring it back to higher tempo and
maybe for me, that's, leading into the discussion of the ending. it really shows like, hey, we're here to stay. The ending, because, and I know you guys, I only by virtue of being around you guys, I've gotten to see and experience some Naruto endings and openings, and they got really experimental with it. And I feel like because now that they've kind of cemented themselves in this spot, they're willing to get experimental and just have fun with the endings. You know, because we have this RPG sort of thing.
I've seen a lot of fan art already. Just of the RPG like character stuff on Twitter.
Yeah.
So
I have
people are really liking it, at least.
I don't know.
It's
I honestly
fun.
would have preferred the last opening, but just role swapped.
I would too. But this is steadily growing on me. Initially, what bothered me about it was because it felt like, hey, we're here to stay and we know it. So we're just gonna take our time and just have fun with it and maybe slow down.
For the
like slow down on like producing so many episodes so we can just milk it. But I mean, like these guys are pretty competent with not really just they're good with pacing.
Okay,
They're really good with pacing. I trust their pacing. This episode especially made me trust them even more because they ended with like they finished their sentence. They didn't run on and that part of it leading into the ending, it really helped me kind of be like, yeah, they know where they stand. Like they know they're popular and they know they can get away with a lot of stuff. But they won't because they want to keep it at that same level. So yeah, we're here to stay, but for good reason. As long as we have, the right to be here. We're not gonna waste your time.
Okay. I mean, the show has been. I mean, people have already been saying that it'll lead. It's like the new Naruto or whatever.
No, see, that's why I had a problem.
Because it was starting to like settle in a little.
Yeah, no, because you guys, no, I only know because you guys complain about it so much. All the endless filler and just settling in one place for too long. And if you do that allows you to play around with your end themes, but like I don't want to stick around somewhere for too long. It gets boring. So I'm glad that, like I said, with this sentence ended, we can just keep moving forward. We don't have to stagnate.
Yeah, I'm very glad that the show has maintained a good budget into its second season, and it's pacing itself seasons too. It's not like a long running.
Oh, and hey, friggin' Good Smile Company, talking about maintaining your budget. Friggin' that Figma, don't make it so friggin' expensive. I want it. Don't get me wrong, I want it, but so expensive, and you had one of the best accessories as a pre-order bonus, and like anyone else can't get it. It's horrid. That's horrid. And you're not doing any other characters in the near future? I didn't see anything. What are you doing? What are you doing with the license? Give me something better.
No one knows what you're talking about because we have no images.
I'm talking about toys, man. I'm talking about.
What did we just trigger?
So I mean, when you talk about money, obviously you're talking about sales sometimes too, right? And I mean that goes
is this related to My Hero Academia?
Yes.
What toy?
The Good Smile Company.
What toy?
Good Smile Company made the Deku Figma.
Ooh, okay.
And they made a very important alternate head exclusive to if you pre-ordered it.
Ew.
So if you didn't pre-order it, you don't get the head, and if you pre-order it, you pay a dumb price. I ain't paying that.
Jeez.
Excuse me. I would like a just a good figure at a reasonable price. Don't inflate it. Thank you.
Okay. I'm
All
sure.
right.
Any other points?
Oh, what was the point of Stain taking off his mask? I mean,
Yeah.
just like spook everyone super hard. I mean, like that happens all the time in the anime. But like, come on, like.
Well, I mean,
he's not,
obviously
like-
there was a physical reaction to when
Oh,
what?
Go ahead.
to when it was over. You know,
Mhm.
like everyone sort of just fell down.
It was hard to tell if that was some kind of ability or if it was just him.
No, I'm sure it's an ability.
Yeah.
Because everyone, like, after they were stunned, it's one thing for them to do, like, that weird slow-mo shot.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to show you the aftermath of it. Because at least 2 of them, like, fell down from it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they were stuck in place in a way that gravity doesn't work that way. And then gravity came back and they were like, done. So I'm pretty sure it was an ability. And if they're teasing it, I'm sure he's gonna be back later.
Yeah, well, he's already, like, called out All Might from that last little speech he had,
Right,
so
yeah.
it does seem like...
I wanted him to get immediately crushed by All Might and just have a sound.
Yo, I wanted to gag on that too. Like, I felt like he would be freaking out all the weaker heroes, and then Enforce is just like, what's going on here, you know? Or maybe like he's like super scared too, and there's just like steam coming out of his pants, just something random like that. Well, because he's like the fire dude, so it just like evaporates instantly.
Guys, I think that just about wraps
Yeah.
up this episode.
Yeah.
We've been talking for too long.
Too long.
Guys, if you liked this episode, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to hear more from us. I want to say each week, because man, our upload schedule is nigh inconsistent. But hey, subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week, maybe. And dingle that dongle, my dongle, your dongle. Get into that description down below. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias that are there, and get on the Discord chat that's also in there. Thanks for listening. See ya.
Bye.